everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while since I put a video out for our Silvertone Egyptian T2 radio, but I have been a little bit busy on it. I've been busy with a bunch of other stuff too. Most of you know I'm in a band, so that keeps me really busy, and work, of course. But on this radio, I found a lot of rust or rust potential. So I've been really taking my time trying to getting the metal down to where it needs to be so that I don't have to worry about the rust. Again, my goal is not to make the radio look brand new. The goal is to protect it so it lasts another 90 years. So I've been spending a lot of time getting either sanding off the rust or cleaning it with navel jelly. I'm not complete yet. I still have work to do, but it looks a whole lot better than it did when I first started. Here's a good example of what the chassis looked like when I first started. So I haven't gotten to this part yet. I have to lift this up and clean under here. But she's coming along nicely. Again, I'm not going for that new look. I'm going for protection of the unit. The transformer. Let's see if we can lift that up a little bit. Transformer also had its share of rust, so I've gotten most of that off, and I'm going to mask this whole thing off and spray paint this black gloss. And then you'll see the back of the radio, similar issue. I obviously was very careful about these nameplates. Don't want to touch those, but I've gotten a lot of the rust removed from that area as well. So the only area that I really have to focus on now is right here. I'm going to lift this up, take it off the tripod, and you'll see in here there's still quite a bit of discoloration and cleanup that I need to do, but we're really getting really close. Once that's done, next thing we're going to do is we're going to lift out the electrolytic caps. Here's one. This one mounts on the bottom in a traditional sense. Then there's another one here, which you'll notice the tab, see if we get a focus, the tab is actually soldered to the chassis on both sides. So we're going to remove those. Once we do that, then we're going to start the process of restuffing all of these caps underneath. To help me prepare for that, I've purchased some of these brown glue sticks. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a cap off, we're going to heat it, we're going to pull the insides out, clean up the case. We're going to do them one at a time, and then we're going to restuff it with a modern capacitor, and then we're going to seal the ends up with this brown glue stick. Put it back in. No one will ever know the difference. It'll look very original. So we're getting really close to that, and that's going to be the work here. So one of the impressions I have of this radio so far is, let me put this back on the tripod. This radio is nothing special. It really isn't. The only thing special is the tuning, right? The mechanical tuning that it has. But from a radio perspective, there's really not much happening under here. It's really fairly simple. So we're gonna continue along this path, clean the rust, get all these caps restuffed. You'll see there's only maybe 10 in there at most. So we're gonna get these things all stuffed, make them look like they're from the factory, brand new. I don't know if you've ever tried to restuff one of these paper caps, but when you put a little bit of heat on them, all the wax melts off and they look brand new. So that's a good thing. So we'll be in good shape there. And that's next. And then we have to check all the resistors. I haven't checked the resistors yet. I'm sure some of them are out of tolerance. I'm going to go with a 20% tolerance on these things. And then we're going to put the tuning mechanism back in, and we may be ready for our first power up. So in our next episode, you're going to see the chassis is all complete. We've got all the rust removed, and we've got it in the place where we want it to be. We're going to spray it with a shot of clear coat. There's also something called Bow Shield. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet, but we're going to spray something on this chassis to keep it protected for another 80, 90 years. We'll spray paint the transformer, and we'll have these electrolytics out of here and restuffed and put back in as you see them today. So a little bit of a boring video, but just to give you an update of where we are. We're going to continue along that path, and looking forward to the day when we turn this thing on and see if we get something out of it.